Oh, hey guys. How y'all doing? Laying with Next Gen Marine Outdoors again. Doesn't this harken back to a different time? Our first truck camper almost 3 years ago. We found a bunch of water damage on our truck camper, so it had to go. We upgraded, but that's not the only thing we upgraded, so we're gonna start from the front, work to the back, and I'm gonna go over and give you a walk around of this Eagle Cap 950. It's a 2010 model. Enjoy. Okay guys, so we're here at the front. I wanted to start off with, because we made a bunch of upgrades recently, we've had a lot going on. So, number one that you'll see, brown and brown is gone, we're into gray. This is our new 2017 Ram 3500 one-ton with airbags. Absolutely amazing. Great truck for hauling truck campers and things like that. Got the opportunity to upgrade and decided with what we do, towing horses, doing the camper thing, it was time for a little bit heavier duty of a truck. So we went up to this 3500 here. Obviously on the top you don't see Lance up there, you see Eagle Cap. This is the 950 model. We'll kind of walk around over this way. We'll kind of move around, move through it. Eagle Cap's been around a long time. They don't technically make them anymore since 2022. The company still exists, but they're focusing on their adventure line of campers. But full aluminum frame. That's going to be the biggest thing, unlike the Lance where you had all your wood framing in there and rotting away. You have full aluminum in here. Of course you have fiberglass, no front window. That was certain year ranges you get to these older campers, guys. You get those front windows, it's the first thing to leak. I mean, it just takes a beating with the wind and everything. And so, no front window. I would, after owning a truck camper for years, that's the first thing I would advise. If you can get one a little bit newer without that front window, you're gonna be better off. Full wrap fiberglass front end, no seal down the middle there. It's gonna last a ton longer. So, moving along here, you do have your side windows here. You got some side lights there. Electric jacks. So no more manual jacks for me. Honestly, I could say never again to the manual jacks. I totally get it. It worked fine with my drill and everything like that until the drill would catch about take your arm off and, you know, sprain your wrist for a few weeks right before you're going hunting and riding horses. It was always great to have that happen right then. Again, no saggy corners. This is all aluminum through here. Nice aluminum down into here. Of course, we have the Torklift fast guns, and we have the Torklift frame mounts down here. Oh, the cop's getting somebody. Torklift frame mounts down here. Now, this is the perfect time for a shout out for this, and I'll probably cut this out and put this in other things too because you guys need to hear this. So, new truck. I reached out to Torklift. I said, hey guys, I'm upgrading my truck. What will cross over? Well, even from 2016 to 2017, nothing. Basically nothing crossed over other than the rear mounts that attach to the Super Truss hitch, but everything else on this is new. I didn't film an install video because it's very similar to what I did before, and even if you were to have a different truck and order it, you're going to have to go through your instructions if you're going to install it yourself and install it. So I have those videos in the past. I do have things coming from Torklift. I'm going to show you some install on that I didn't previously, so you can see that. But Torklift fast guns, these have the internal springs in them. We are just back from the dealership, so I haven't even set my rubber here yet to set the distance and everything like that, so I can see how far it's pulling as far as tension goes. But I just kind of hand set it for getting it home from Idaho Falls, about a 2-hour drive. So I went ahead and set these here, clamped them on. Of course, didn't pull down and sag and crack like the Lance did with the wood. You got your heater here, heater system. And then fridge above that, I believe this is a 30,000 BTU heater system. It's double the size of the Lance. I think if the Lance is 15,000, this is 30, a little bit bigger camper. The biggest addition you'll see on the 950 Eagle Cap, most Eagle Cap models you'll see is a slide out. Once we get to the inside here, you're gonna see the difference of it. We were just in Arizona for 4 days, beginning of June, and 98-ish degrees during the day. Hot. The Lance Lily had the fantastic fan, and so I had a few parameters for the next truck camper. Tori's laughing behind the camera, by the way, because it was hot. AC, number one, we got AC. Slide out, I wanted the room of the slide out. Number two, I'm going to show you number three here as we go along. So let's walk along the side of the slide out. We do have pass-through storage we can access from both sides. So you can throw camper chairs, things like that in here, where you can get them from the outside, but you can have some stuff tucked in the front there that's easy access on the inside too. Look at the thickness on this door. That's what you're going to notice when you're looking at these true four-season campers, is the insulation factor on those thick doors. The Lance had about half size of that door. Now granted, this is 99, I'm not crapping on Lance or anything, I'm buying a used camper here. But when you're looking for more four season, you're getting those late elk hunts and things, you want that insulation to keep you warm and keep your pipes from freezing and everything. Same thing on this side here. We got door, and then of course all the way through the inside there. There's a manual up in there. It's a parts manual. I want to look at that. Oh, here's my awning. So I was looking all over for this. I couldn't find this yet. I just found it. So this is for another feature I'm about to show you. I'm glad to know it's here. Make it a lot easier than what I did to first check it out. I won't even get into that. Up on top of the slide, you're gonna see an awning up there. That protects the top of your slide from leaves and debris from getting in there. Putting your slide in, and then getting all that crap in there and then pulling it in the RV or gumming up your seal up there. You don't want that to happen. Come around the back here, we of course have our second jack here. LED lights all the way around. I don't know if that was factory in 2010. I would guess not, or if they were all replaced with that. A little bit of a home repair here. I did notice that electro tape there. That's a little shabby, but the jack works, so I'm happy about it. Got a rear ladder here. It's on a tension hinge system, which is nice, so it doesn't come down and hit you in the head. Ask me how I know. So get this stuff out of the way here real quick. This is my third parameter for having the next RV. A built-in generator, guys. Honestly, don't skip it again. Just don't. Buy the internal generator and have it in your camper. Runs your AC, runs your fridge, runs your charging ports for your phones and stuff like that during the day. It's just good to have. This runs 100% off propane. So you don't have to worry about pulling, have another fuel or anything like that. You just got propane on there. Runs absolutely amazing. Owning generators been around a long time, even back when I sold RVs back in 2013, 2014, and I've been around there. So, rear awning, all the way up around the back here. So that would be like probably a 7.5 foot awning, I would guess. Pulls out, it's a manual awning. This is one of the features I really like on these awnings. You can pop off the actual foot, put it on the ground, stake it in. So you get a little bit breezy of a day where it's rocking your awning. You can just pull it out there, stake it down, and you don't have to worry about it. I wouldn't do it in high winds, obviously, because bad things can happen with big tarp and high winds. So we'll keep moving around here. This is Torklift's glow step earlier version. I'm kind of jimmying it here. It's not the right size. We're going to get into more on that later in a future video, but it's good for getting it out right now because with this new truck with the airbags, I mean, you're talking 36, 38 inches. Well, it's 30 inches to right here to actually get up in the camper. It does have the swing step. It's a huge step. So I'm going to show you how to correct that with Torklift products. Back here in the back, again, thick insulated door. Come back to here, we have our jack controls, our up and down, side to side, however you level your jack, that's where it plugs in here. There are wireless options too. Battery disconnect, and this is where our valves are, the 950, tucked up under here. So, unlike the Lance kind of had an overhang back, the black tank and everything kind of hung down, all your valves on the outside. This is all tucked nice on the inside. What that it's gonna mean is it's gonna be heated. You get in the wintertime, you're not gonna have to worry about freezing or anything as long as you're running your heater, obviously. So later elk hunts, things like that, you can have running water, which is nice. Outside power ports if you need them. Again, you run your generator and you can have those outside power ports. You'll have your sewer hose storage pretty much in all these campers universally. Gonna be in the bumper. Over here on the side of the 950, nice big storage. So this camper overall is smaller than the Lance was. It's about, well, we're going to a 20-inch extension versus a 36, so you can imagine that's, it's a few inches shorter. But I would actually argue the storage is better laid out in this camper and more of it as far as size than in the Lance. So that was pretty cool. Now granted, 99 to 2010, that's a big jump in technology and years and figuring out things to do. Propane. So right here we got two 20-pound tanks. So that would be the one negative to the Eagle Cap over, say, your Arctic Foxes or your Lances, where you have those bigger 30-pound tanks. You are a little bit limited on propane here. I always carry a small tank with me for the grill and stuff anyway, so I'll just keep a spare tank around for running that. Over here, pretty simple. You got your power cord outlet right here, which I have plugged in right now. This is my fault. This is not the RV company's fault, which I will shout out here in a minute. I didn't check everything when I left. This was left open. I lost the door to the water heater, so I got to order one of those doors. Really easy to replace, but $42 oops on my part. I did have them install 2 new AGM deep cycle batteries. So that's gonna last me years and years and years as long as I keep them fresh and charged and everything else. Outdoor shower, and then your water fill on this side. So that's over on the driver's side of the vehicle here. Again, Torklift products here. And that's about it for the outside. We can take a look here. Just want to show you the rest of the Torklift stuff I installed on this truck. So we can kind of bend down here and look. But that down there is the Super Magnum hitch 30K, the 30,000 pound hitch. Double bar, same setup as I did on the install. So that's how we set it up there. And then of course the tie downs amount to that. And so that's the only part that crossed over on the whole setup from 2016 to 2017. So always check a Torklift on your trucks to make sure you get the right thing. All right, let's head on inside and we'll walk you through there. I forgot one compartment, so I folded up the steps here. Thank goodness for editing, right? One more storage hatch here. You have some back storage. This is called the basement on these models. Underneath here, I'm holding the steps up right now, so we have a tray. This tray runs the whole length of the camper. So, you know, your propane tanks, axes, small shovel, things like that, all could be stored in here. Right now I got the manual for the manual adjusters for the slide out and the jacks, just in case you need them. Something you should always carry, but that's tucked up under there. Really, really nice feature. Okay guys, let's step inside. For a used camper, nice door and screen. You can always look at these. You can see wear and tear and how people took care of them just by looking like the screens on the outside. Do they have dogs? Press them, gets them and scratching them up. This obviously doesn't have any evidence of that. So as you walk in with this slide out, you're gonna notice, you gotta pan the floor and look, much more space. So now I can come up here, sit on my dinette, up out of the way, and you have all this space to walk by here. In the lengths we had about 24 inches max for most of the areas. Now we got well over, you know, right around 3 feet through the whole thing. So we'll come up here first, kind of start at the front. This makes it easier. One thing about the newer campers, you'll notice headroom. I can sit up in it. Now with the mattress on here, it needs to be a little closer. On both sides, you have wardrobes here and here. Both sides have hampers, which can be nice for the wife and I. We'll have our individual own. And then we have small dresser right there. And then we have a bigger kind of dresser over here. We can hang up like hoodies and things. We try to keep like a camper hoodie for all of us in here at all times. So when we go places, we don't have to worry about it. It is TV ready with 12 volt over here on the side. It's not really that big of a deal. It's just a plug-in and stuff. And then it does have a stereo, and even being 2010, stereo works, which is pretty cool. So having a working stereo is nice. This is kind of a rigged up drying table thing. Didn't really come with it. See if I can, you can get covers for these, just get a little more counter space that are cutting boards. Over here on the left is one of the nicer features here. You have a slide out pantry, good use of space, some additional storage down below. This pin's just good for travel, so things aren't rocking around. Additional storage down below here, nice and deep. I could put my whole leg in there if I wanted to. Fridge, already had it on. This is a Norcold, not a Dometic. Pretty much your two top fridge manufacturers in RVs are gonna be Dometic or Norcold. So you have your freezer, fridge. It's working great, it's nice and cold. AC, one of those non-negotiables anymore, living in the desert southwest, or the desert northwest really, but get down to southwest, traveling down there, you gotta have one of these. I mean, it just is what it is. The Coleman Mach, they cool really well. They're in everything, really everything. So of course you have your sink. Down here you have all your kind of appliance stuff. I put a trash can down, that's kind of where I put it. Plumbing, good plumbing access, good access for everything. Lots of storage. Even like I said, this camper's a little bit actually smaller. I would argue there's more storage actually, and it's better laid out. So another big cabinet there. I don't carry a lot of stuff. I don't know how I'm gonna fill all this, but I'm gonna find a way to fill it, I promise you. Down below here, you got access to your inverter and all your wiring down here. Heater ports come out here. There's one over here. There's one in the bathroom, so you can kind of cycle heat around, plus down to your tanks. Keep everything nice and thawed out during the winter time. We have system monitor, your water pump. This is very similar on your generator hours, 57 hours on this generator. generator off. I'm going to turn it on because I'm plugged in right now. Shouldn't do the dual electric. It's just not good. Hood fan, hood light work. The light is a little dim and it looks a little crusty, so I'm going to replace that light there. Microwave. These old microwaves, they always work great and they get super hot. Overhead storage, pots, pans. There's some stuff that was kind of crammed in here. I'll probably get rid of most of this. You can adjust your shelves really easy. Now we move over here. You got another big storage area for pantry items, things like that. And then again, you just have these latches to adjust your storage here. Drawers, 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 silverware, forks, knives, everything else here. You already saw the dinette on this side. The dinette access for those storages that go to the outside are right here. Looks like there's actually some more manuals down here. Oh, I gotta read through all those too. And then over to your left, we have our wet bath. And so this wet bath, we'll start down here at the step. You got a little bit of storage down here, probably like roll up towels and things to go in there. We actually used our shower in Arizona because it was dusty up there near Heber. You got a big mirror here. And then over on, we step into here. So this is a step up here. I'm right about 6 foot. They do have the dome up here, so if you were 6'2", you could definitely get in here and shower if you needed to. Wet bath, so you got your sink, toilet paper holder with a cover, keep you from getting wet if you take a shower, and then of course where business is done right there, and then a medicine cabinet, which is good because asthma medication and yeah, that good stuff. So screen, everything else. Then a fan up top. Lots of elbow room in here. Tori, you didn't really like this one, did you? You're like, I'm not sure I'm found the bathroom yet. But I actually like it. I feel like it's elbow room. It's good. Not sitting down with your knees in your chest.
I don't mind it.
I'm just saying, we weren't there yet.
Like it as much as anybody can like a bathroom, I guess.
So one thing that I was worried about getting up with the Lance is it had that overhead bunk up to the top. With Charlotte getting a little bigger now, we need that bunk. We've used it and we actually made it to where it's nice. I thought I was going to have to fab something in here, but this is really cool. So EcoCap has their own bunk system. If you can find it. If you got little kids, it's great. 150 pound capacity is right there on the sticker. Pulls out. Lays down. This flips over. Now you got your bunk there. I haven't figured out where this goes yet. I need to find it in the manual, but I haven't found it yet. Or if this was just something that they did on their own, the last owners, and it's just in here. So that's good because maybe they know somebody don't. You have all these attachment points, this net. A lot of times, guys, you can't get these nets, so you got to use some kind of foldable, you know, bed rail or something like that for toddlers. You can find them on Amazon and stuff, but this one actually has it. Charlotte's gonna have her own light. Wow. So this is pretty cool. Keeps her from rolling out. Unlike the Lance, at least as she did was to roll out or fall out. It wouldn't be as far as a fall with the cable right here. And then these curtains zip in and out. So it's kind of like a little, like, you know, playpen type deal where she can sleep in. So that's really cool. Of course, the dinette converts down to a bed. We have all the plate. There's a kind of a plate, wood plate that goes into here because this is the round table that goes in there. This is the U-shaped dinette. Converts to a bed. So you basically have a double bunk in this camper. I don't know what else I missed. I probably missed something. Of course, you have your stove range, pretty standard. All in all, this is literally first impressions. We just picked this camper up. I've looked at the 950 for a while. I really like it. It's around 2850 dry weight, so it's really, really close to Lance, like 100 pounds. I think that Lance has some water weight in it because with it on my airbags in the truck, it did not feel the same as that Lance did. It was really, really stable and felt pretty light. So that was pretty cool. Loaded, you know, probably 3,500 pounds, so you need to make sure your payload capacities. Outside of that, this is the walkthrough of my EcoCap 950. Brand new to us. This is the new kind of part to the truck camper series along with the new Torklift stuff to go along with it. And we're going to start, you know, traveling more, hunting more, and showing you everything and all the use of it and everything. Basically, this replaced a boat. So if you watch this all the way through, you can now know the true spoiler in this whole video. The John Boat project is canceled. And part of that is basically I sold the boat originally for the amount I paid over there in Oregon. And netted zero. I was going to buy a newer aluminum boat to put that motor on, which is kind of my intention in the first place. Finding that water damage kind of changed our plans. Sold the motor, got the profit from it. That was basically the down payment on this camper so we can get into it and continue hunting, fishing, traveling Arizona, doing the things we do. So a boat will be in the cards, but not right now. We're going to continue the truck camper series. We're going to do a lot of camping this summer, a lot of shore fishing, fly fishing, kayak fishing, things like that. So if you made it through here, like and subscribe. Thanks for watching, guys.
Where'd we get this?
Oh, this is the biggest thing of all. Me and RV and boat dealers, even though I had worked in all of them, do not get along. I will tell you right now, I try to buy stuff and we get in fights and it doesn't work out because places are crafty, they're shifty, they try to get you in certain things. They don't follow through, they mess up paperwork. It's just constant with these dealers and stuff. And I probably should do a best and worst of dealers. But right now, I want to shout out the dealer that helped us with this whole thing. And it was an easy transaction for being 2 hours away over the phone. And that's Bish's RV. It was absolutely amazing. I know it's a bigger company, they're spread out, but they really took care of us. It made it very easy as far as the transaction goes. So if you're looking for an RV and you have a Bish's nearby, anywhere close, that's where I would suggest to go. So thank you, Bish's, for hooking us up with all this, and we're gonna do lots of videos, and it's gonna be great. But Bish's RV, hands down, best experience I've had with a dealer in a long time. So like and subscribe. Thanks for watching. Next Gen Marine Outdoors. Follow Runyon Range, also our other channel. You'll see it there too with horse stuff and our kind of hobby farm and everything. And we'll talk to you guys soon. Thanks.